This is Tria from Atlanta, and I'm tuned in to the Red Light Basement with DJ J Thrill.
You're catching the thrill through your speaker box. You're banging the hits with Mr. Make It Happen himself. DJ J
Thrill, J Thrill. I was about to say J Thriller, but my son say I'm corny when I say that. So, but
No,
DJ
you
J
didn't.
Thrill sitting right here in the red light basement. I'm still sitting here with the beautiful, delectable, intelligent, and oh so fine, respectfully, Aishah Haneefah. I want to, like, you know what? We're gonna take that out. I don't want her man. He big. I don't want no problems from him.
Oh, you fine. My man know what it is.
I don't want no problems. But we back in the basement, and Aisha, Aisha, I'm about to. I know you like what Thread. Why you always put my back against the wall, trying to have me talk for all womankind? But but I came across something on the wonderful world of IG, right?
Yeah.
And since I think this is a good topic to talk about because we at the beginning of the year we touched on some politics, some political topics, and some social issues and stuff. But we haven't really came back around to it.
Yeah.
And I think this is a good way to bring it back because we have a mother that is encouraging her son. Let me put my glasses back on so y'all can I can feel intelligent and sexy at the same time. You know what I'm saying? She's encouraging her son not to get a job.
Yeah.
So that she can maintain. You know what? Let me go ahead and play it. Let me just play the clip.
Okay.
No job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit. Get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government is here to help us.
Damn.
Aisha.
What government? Not these here, United States of America. You ready to talk about it?
Hold on. I gotta take a sip because this just stressed me out. Let me get my Falcons flask. Okay,
take one too.
Aisha. But go ahead and get your sip. Is it ever justifiable? Is it justifiable for a parent to ask their child not to work just to preserve government assistance? I got some thoughts. I got thoughts on this, Aisha, but I want to see your thought process on this first. Talk to me.
Was she black, white, or Hispanic? What was she?
You can tell. She definitely. But I'll say it. She's black.
Yeah. So, no, it is not justifiable for a parent to ask their child to not work or go to school or prepare a future for themselves as individuals. It is actually selfish for a parent to even consider to hold their children stagnant because of their own choices.
Yes.
All right. However,
talk to me.
I want to know where the daddy is. I want to know where that black man is that's supposed to be in that home with that black woman and that black child. Where are you, sir? Because if you were in that home with that black woman and black child, she wouldn't even be able to get on public assistance. Therefore, it would require that somebody get up and go get that work.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you're on public assistance, they don't want no black man in your home. But keep in mind, public assistance was never designed with your black tail in mind. Do y'all know that public assistance was designed for Caucasians? The statistics shows proof till this day that they still carry the weight, 35 to 50%. Where we are under them.
I agree. I don't disagree with you.
I don't understand how that mom even had the audacity to record that mess. I would be ashamed.
I think the son was recording her, but
he was recording her talking.
I really be hoping that these just like be skits for social media.
That don't sound like no skit. You want to know why I say that?
Why? Go talk to me.
In my agency, working for the federal government,
yeah,
I get calls all the time like that because there are 5 pillars under my agency, and one of the pillars is the federal government saying to you, "Hey, I'll help you out, but if I help you out, I need to know your business. What you got coming in, what you got going out, who live with you and who don't. You getting some money on the side from where?" And those people that received that form of aid did not contribute. That's from the federal government saying, I'm going to help you. And a lot of those people, they intentionally try to stay under the radar so that they can continue to receive that funding.
Yeah. So there's only one part I'm going to push back on, Aisha, before I ask my next question. You are right. That black man should be inside the household. But that don't change what she said.
No, I don't.
Because she can still teach her, even though she's doing it on her own, she can still teach right from wrong.
How? She can't teach right from wrong when she don't know right. She lives by wrong.
That's what I'm saying. But she should. But when you even like let's put it like this. You you got big man, right? You got big man now, but you been you was a single mother for a while after your situation.
Yeah.
But I know Aishah Haneefah, and I know she keep that pressure on her children, Nick, and she putting structure and respect and manners and intelligence in all her kids. Aisha Haneefah ain't telling her kids nothing like that.
Because I don't come from that kind of fruit.
Talk that.
The fruit is different. Her mama probably could never against my mama. The fruit is different. It's not a bragging right. It's not arrogance. The fruit is different. That's the thing. See, everyone has to understand that we all come from different backgrounds, different standpoints, different logics. What I define as success, you may define differently. So we're all different. So she can't teach right from wrong when she lived by wrong. What if her mama left that apartment to her? Because people do that because they feel that there is no way out. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know your girl from Atlanta, but I moved to Birmingham. And a lot of people here have that same stagnant thought process.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting. I couldn't imagine growing up here. Like they see that there is nowhere out.
Let me ask you this. What long-term damage can this do to a young person's mindset about work and independence?
Oh, it's crippling. Because like I said, that she could have, his mama could have got that apartment from her mama. It's crippling. And it's a lot of moms out there that cripple their children psychologically and don't even realize it. And they'll say, well, I did the best that I could. That's a lie. Because if you can hold a $1,500 phone in your hand, there is no excuse why you cannot elevate your thought process, elevate your surroundings. You know, it's no excuse for people to continue to live in a position of entitlement without the work. Because she feels like she's entitled for the government to help her without the work.
100% does. And
but see, what she doesn't realize, that's my tax dollars helping you and your baby.
Talk that.
Okay, and so when I need the help, I can't get it because you living off a system.
I'm actually embarrassed to hear it. Like when I was just listening to that, I'm very much embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens every day. She's not the only one. That black girl's not the only one. White people, Hispanics, immigrants. She's not the only one. But see, the thing that makes it sting so bad is because she's black. And so we got so much pressure on ourselves to be we put a lot of pressure on our community to be this form of elevation, right? However, we all come from different forms of blackness. We don't talk about that a lot because all our blackness is not the same. My black experience is not your black experience. And her black experience sure the heck ain't our black experience.
True.
So we're crippled. We're crippled by a system that intentionally keeps you bound with your hand out.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it later on in the show. But it seems like the system is trying to correct itself and trying to keep you from keep people from trying to mooch off of this system. We're gonna talk about that. It's gonna
I'm curious, and I'm curious to see how that works because that's gonna affect Caucasians more than anything. More than anything, especially when it comes to the SNAP program, especially when it comes to Section 8, especially when it comes to Social Security supplemental insurance.
That's
affecting them more.
You know how I felt about it earlier. Like, hey, use it to get what you need and then get off of it.
I agree.
What you got for me though?
So how do generational cycles of poverty get reinforced by decisions like this?
How did it get reinforced? Meaning, like, how to get off of this cycle, or
they're reinforcing it. She's trying to create a perpetual cycle of being codependent on a system that wasn't designed with them in mind.
One is laziness, and not wanting more for yourself. You don't. She not. When I say you, I'm talking about her. Obviously.
Yeah.
She wants the handouts without, and she wants all of these. I guess was these quote unquote luxuries. When I say luxuries, that means because those nice apartments, but you paying that $1,000+ apartment a month, but she paying $60 for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yep.
all these food stamps, and her able to get whatever she want.
Yep.
She's living high. I would say quote unquote living high to high because she ain't got to work for it. And just like with all these little TikToks and videos where you see like, oh no, I gotta keep my Section 8, I gotta keep my food stamps, because I got 6 kids, or what? And probably don't really have 6 kids, yes, or just
No, they
having
be
more
having them
kids so that they
kids.
can keep these assistants so that they can't get a job because they
Yeah.
can't afford childcare, so they got to stay home all day. But I'm all for it. Hey, whether you like what you call him, Orange Man, I ain't gonna say it because I but whether you like what he do or not, if he put it into for that, I'm not opposed to it because I don't like. Hey, I'm working my behind off.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes your boy needs some assistance too. But if I tried to get it, like it was hard for me and my wife just to get WIC in the beginning. WIC, and I felt like, hey, thank God we was able to get it. It helped. But when the time was as the time went by, because the kids grow up, we got off of it. Hey, you know what? We got to get that milk ourselves now. We got to get that.
The federal government has always shut the door in my face, and I work for them now. And the state government has always shut the door in my face. Trying to get anything. I remember when I had left my children's father and I was trying to apply for public assistance, and I was working. But it was, it still wasn't enough.
Yeah.
But with that, what I did gross, I make more than that now. But what I did gross then, they would have helped me. Section 8 closed the door in my face. Food stamps said, "What?" Only thing I was able to get is to put my kids on state Medicare.
They said that you were making. They felt you were making too much.
Yeah.
But when you do your budgeting, you need help. But according to them, you making too much because there's somebody else that's mooching off that system. So they were like, you know what? This woman with 6 kids, 7 kids, and no job.
But this is the crazy weight on that. Like a lot of these sisters, no offense, and I love my sisters, man. I love y'all so much, but a lot of these sisters, they be mooching off the system, and they be carrying like $5,000 bags. They got a Benz, and I got a Nissan. I'm confused, my guy.
It's what we call manipulation of the system, and they definitely are abusing that system.
That's what I was going to ask you. So who do you think is to blame, the system or the people who manipulate it?
Both.
That part I was waiting to see.
Both.
It's both of them. Yep.
It's both.
Because the system has allowed them to continue to manipulate. So we got Orange Face in office, but let me tell you something. The thing about it is, this is going to be a whole ripple effect. So he can come in here and he can try to shut everything down, but watch what it does. It's going to affect everybody, and I mean, not in a positive way.
What you think it's going to do?
Man, you think you see homelessness now? You think you see homelessness now? You take away Section 8, people are going to be homeless, and then not only will people be homeless, they'll be jobless. Do you know how many people rent out properties on Section 8? So this is messing with the pockets of the American people, baby.
So before we go on break and get back to the music, in your opinion, what would be a solution then? Because they can't somewhere, right?
Yeah, I do believe that there should be caps on it, right? Like I said before, and I've said this earlier this year, we talked about this, something similar to this. I think that the entitlement to public assistance should be to the following: disabled adults,
yes,
the elderly, and a disabled child. But when I say disabled, a lot of people think just because your child is autistic, that is a classification for some form of public assistance. Well, on certain spectrums of autism, your child is fully functional.
Yeah.
So if your child is fully functional and it causes you to learn how to be a little more patient with your child, you should not be on you should not receive assistance. And that may sound cold, but I know parents whose children are actually who children is on a different form of the spectrum, and they actually really need that help, and they don't get it.
Hey, I know single mothers with children with autism that's in the military. still kicking. I'm just not
exactly.
Hey, I'll put it like this. So we're gonna say we'll leave it right here until we come back to the subject. We're talking about, but if you are an able-bodied adult, your behind need to be working.
That part.
Global R&B 96.3. It's the Red Light Basement. We just get started with this conversation. Hey, all the conversation ain't gonna be sexy, but this one right here is definitely necessary. Let's get back into these hits. Y'all know what it is. The Red Light Basement.
What's up, guys? You want to get some more exclusive content? You need to like and subscribe to the Global R&B 96.3 YouTube channel. I'll be waiting.